Hi, and welcome to Online Hub Podcast. And I am your host, Mapula Malapung. And this morning I am joined by artist or cultural activist, Thabo Sydney. Thabo Sydney is bringing an event to Gaborone over the weekend or this coming weekend. So he is here to give us all the details of what will be happening. So please do stay tuned so that you get to hear exactly what will be happening in Gaborone this weekend. If you're a fashion lover, an art lover, this is your kind of event. So please do stay tuned so that you can hear all the details from the man himself, Thabo Sydney, who is the curator of this coming event. And he will be featuring renowned artist Wilson Ngoni. So this, you can already tell where we're going with this. You know, it's that kind of an event that you do not want to miss. So yeah. Welcome to the show, Thabo Sydney. You are hosting a wine tasting event this coming Saturday. So just do take us through what will be happening over the weekend.
Thank you very, very much for having me.
Mm-hmm.
So on Saturday, which is the 29th of March, we'll be having a wine tasting event. It will feature a showcase by Wilson Ngoni. It'll also have a little fashion corner, which will have designs by Maru BW, which is a clothing label owned by Sabine Mateka. And then we also have organic cosmetics by Asali Beauty, which is owned by Norma Asali. So it's like there's art, there's wine, there's fashion and beauty cosmetics. So it's kind of just an all-round event that's trying to celebrate creativity and try and express how like Botswana is going when it comes to like the growth of things like cosmetics and fashion.
Okay.
Tickets go for 250, and each ticket comes with 5 wine tasting tokens, and then there's also your cheese platters and such things that will be available.
And what inspired this kind of an event, Thabo? What made you feel like you want to put or you want to curate such a show?
So I started art curation, I think it was 2020, and I've been focused on art exhibitions solely. And then through those art exhibitions, I got introduced to Lunga Wine Company. So we had like a sort of synergy happening where anytime they have something, I will bring them art pieces. When I have an art exhibition, they provide me with wine. And then this year, I just kind of thought, why not try and do something with them together? And then that's where the idea of art and wine was born. Wilson Ngoni I've also been working with for about 4 years now. So it was just kind of like a natural connection to like, okay, if we're having art and we're having wine, Wilson Ngoni should be the artist. With Sabine Mateka and Norma Asali, we are part of this fellowship called Mandela Washington Fellowship. And so we were chosen by the American Embassy last year to sort of go learn more about the business of being and what we're doing. And since we got back, we are trying to collaborate a bit more, and that's why I brought those two on.
Okay, and I think I went further without maybe actually introducing who Thabo Sydney is to the people. So could you kindly just briefly just explain to people who you are as a person, as a human being, and also just your profession?
I prefer to think of myself as a visionary. I like to think of myself as somebody who appreciates creativity and who strives to see creatives reach levels that they didn't think imaginable. Thabo is also a dad to an amazing 3-year-old. It was actually her birthday on Monday. So Thabo is also an art curator, somebody who actually I was told to stop saying I'm just an art curator. I'm supposed to start saying that I'm a cultural advocate now. So Thabo is a cultural advocate. I grew up in Gaborone, went to most of my school life here, went to university in Namibia, came back, and then went into art dealing at first. And when COVID hit, we couldn't really make money like that in the art industry. So that's when I started, learning what curation was. And I was lucky enough to find a mentor in Mr. Reginald Bakwena, who is the director of Tapong. And me and him would have tea regularly just so that, he teaches me the ropes of what art curation in Botswana is. And I'm glad to say maybe 5 years later, it's going quite well. I am hopefully one of the best in the country, because also there's a few of us, so it's not really having a big head when there's a few of us. That's who Thabo is.
Fantastic. That is absolutely amazing. And what does it take to put together such an enormous, because I think this is a big event that you are hosting on Saturday. What does it take? What are the challenges, just putting it together, all of it, and just take us through the process of what it takes for one to host, and we're hoping for it to be successful. So I'll call it a successful event.
I believe in striking while the iron is still hot. So anytime I get an idea, I try and figure out exactly what the process of getting the idea to be a success is, right? So I got the idea on the 10th of January. And as soon as I got it, I contacted the owner of the patio. His name is Ian. He used to own Lingalonga. So me and him have been selling my art at his establishment from Lingalonga to the patio for the past 2 years. And then as soon as I got the idea, I called him. He was willing to assist with the venue. And then same day I called Lingau, told them about the idea. So the thing was finding the right partners at the beginning of it, because we tend to get our dopamine rush from just like thinking about the idea instead of actually executing it. So getting the right partners who, wherever you kind of like dim down the excitement of the exhibition or whatever it is, they're the ones who now come and go, hey, how far with this and this and this? That is very, very helpful. So finding the right partners. I think the biggest challenge with this one was finding a cheese partner, because for some reason, all of the cheese suppliers in Botswana don't collaborate the way that other partners do. Right. So, but we did manage to find an amazing team agency who will also be there with our finger foods and with cheese platters to provide for our guests. With our other partners, which is our fashion partner and our cosmetics partner, like I said, we're part of this fraternity or fellowship, so they were like willing to jump on as soon as I brought the idea to them. So I think most of it is like the marketing side of it, and then finding the proper partners to be on your side and help you push the initiative. That is very, very important. And then the rest is you just hoping that people find an interest in it and won't mind getting a ticket.
Okay, so where can people buy tickets at the moment, or they will be sold at the venue?
So there's a few ways to get them. People can go to the patio directly and then purchase a ticket. You can come and buy at the door on Saturday, or you can contact 76936655 or 767552222. And then you could get your tickets with you as soon as you do call.
Okay. And why Wilson Ngoni? Why did you choose to partner with him or have him as is he like the main artist that day, or how are you partnering with Wilson Ngoni when it comes to this? Or you will also be seeing many other works of other artists in the country?
Well, Wilson and I think I met Wilson March of 2020. He had the last exhibition in Botswana before the lockdowns. And then his first exhibition after lockdown, I was hosting it. And then we've also had a few other events since then. And then he had to leave the country end of 2022. So he's been out of the country in Cape Town since 2022. He came back late last year. So as soon as he came back, I was excited to, be able to work with him again. And I think this was just, missing working with him and wanting to experience that again. Like, he's one of the best in the country. He's also very, very profound. He's quite profound, and I feel that with wine tasting events, there's a certain ambience, and there's a part where you want the artist to share their experiences and why they do what they do. And Wilson always has a beautiful story to tell. So it was mainly because I think he was the perfect fit for it. And for this first installation, it's just Wilson who will be joining us. But as we grow as an event, I'm hoping to have 2 a year. So next time we'll add a few more artists, and then as it grows, it'll be an actual, art exhibition here, fashion this side, and then wine tasting as well. Bigger location, bigger audience.
People, like the audience, are they gonna experience Wilson in his moment, like painting? Like, is he gonna be painting from scratch, or he's just gonna be bringing in the artwork that he already has?
There's going to be his artwork. There's also going to be a part, where he demonstrates his process. He's very good at making his own colors from colors that you wouldn't think. Right? So there's going to be, examples of that happening. There's going to be poetry. There's going to be, interactions with Wilson where everybody can get a chance to, meet the master behind the work and get to ask whatever questions they want to ask, and be as relatable with him as possible.
And what's the target market? Because I feel like, there's wine, and then there's paint, art and fashion. So I'm wondering if also young people, I mean, like kids, are they also a target market for this particular event? Because like you're saying, Wilson Ngoni will be showcasing like the whole process of how he does this, and him blending colors, and so what's your target market?
Well, what we're trying to do as for those who love wine, they can come and enjoy the wine, and then they'll get to experience things like art that they might not really be experienced on a regular basis. For those who love art and don't like fashion, they can come and then they'll find something there, and then they'll get to experience that. For those who like fashion, don't necessarily like art or wine. So it's kind of like trying to diversify the people that we're trying to reach out to, so that some people are going to start falling in love with art because they came there to support the wine, and then they realize that, oh my goodness, there's actually this type of art in Botswana. And then some are going to come there for the wine and realize that, this is amazing fashion, or I've always wanted cosmetics or hair products that were made for my kind of hair. So I was trying to just make it as broad as possible, so that as many people as possible could come and experience it.
Okay, so this is an adult type of fun, no kids allowed.
Yes, it's for adults.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully the next one will be it'll be maybe a little longer and at another place where we can have kids there from maybe 12 until 5, then have a kiddies corner. But for this first installation, It's for young adults going up.
Oh, okay, cool. And how much is the ticket? What should be people's budget?
The ticket is 250 pula, and then I said it comes with 5 wine tasting tokens, and then it also comes with access to finger food and to a cheese platter.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and then after the 5 tokens are done, we'll also have bottles of wine at reduced prices. But then the patio also has their own, bar area inside for those who don't necessarily want to continue with wine, or those who just came for the other things and don't want the wine tokens can also get whatever beverages they want from the patio.
Okay, and what time are we starting?
We are starting at 4 p.m. and then it's on until 9:30.
In the evening. Okay.
Yes.
And this is all happening this coming Saturday, the 29th of March. Am I getting it right?
Yes.
Okay, and what's the venue, like directions or just the venue so that people know exactly where they're going?
The venue is the Patio Cafe in Delhi. It is in extension 4, where the old Caravela was, the Portuguese restaurant. But basically from the main mall robots going along Independence Avenue, going towards I think it's Buntlane. You take your first left after the church, like towards Developele. Then you take a right, and then first left again. It's at a cul-de-sac at the end. You can't miss it. There's also like signage all the way until the place.
Okay.
Yes.
No, that's fine. And I don't know if there's anything more you want to add, just to talk about the event so that we just wrap this up.
So it's one to not miss. It is going to be a while until something like this happens, and we're hoping to have as many people there as possible. It's also going to be a beautiful networking experience. We actually have the CEO of Simon's Lay, which is the main wine that we'll be tasting, flying in from Cape Town just to come and experience it as well. So we're hoping that we get the numbers we need and we can continue growing it and making it better.
Absolutely. And I wish you the best of luck. And I know it'll be a success. And looking forward to more of these events. And all the best, Thabo Sydney.
Thank you so much.
All right.
It was amazing speaking to you.
And that is all the time we have today. And please do go out and buy those tickets if you are a fashion lover, an art lover, and a wine lover. Definitely, please do go and purchase that ticket. The ticket is only priced at 250 pula, and it includes 5 tasting tokens. And the event will be at the Patio Cafe and Delhi this coming weekend, which is March the 29th. So do head out there and have yourself some fun. It will be starting at 4 p.m. till late. So do go out there and have yourself loads and loads of fun.